Welcome to Nevada State High School's textbook tutorial for all students. Use the guide bar at the bottom of the screen to navigate through the presentation. Click to the next slide to begin. In this tutorial, we will explain how to complete the textbook rental process, or TRP. We will also present some general textbook information and how to find this information on MOODLE. There will be a short quiz at the end of the presentation. Click to the next slide when you are ready to continue. Under the textbook rental process, students will use the textbook reimbursement form. Using this process, students are expected to rent all of their textbooks from a valid vendor of their choice at a reasonable amount. In order to receive reimbursement, the student must stay enrolled in Nevada State High School through count day and follow all deadlines. Click to the next slide when you're ready to continue. First, you will need to find which books are required for your classes. Visit efollett.com and select the course and section numbers to see the necessary textbooks for each college class. Next, choose a textbook vendor with reasonable prices to rent these textbooks from. There are several vendors that students use frequently, efollett.com or amazon.com. Click to the next slide when you're ready to continue. In a case where a textbook is unavailable to rent, you will need to purchase it. Nevada State High School will provide a 25% reimbursement for these books, and you get to keep it. If you do not want to be reimbursed for the book, you still need to complete a textbook form. Just check the box indicating no reimbursement. Click to the next slide when you're ready to continue. Once you've completed the textbook form, submit it using our school's ticket system at help.earlycollegenv.com. You will need to include copies of your original receipts scanned in. Please scan them all into one document. If you are in need of financial assistance, please submit a ticket and you'll be directed from there. Additionally, should you have questions about this process after completing the video, you will also need to submit a ticket with your specific question. Click to the next slide when you're ready to continue. Now we will go over some general textbook information. The next couple of slides will provide important information regarding dates, online access purchases and lab manuals, items needed, and finding your college textbooks. Click to the next slide when you're ready to continue. Important dates. On MOODLE, Nevada State High School has produced an in-depth guide to assist students and families with the TRP process, as well as important dates and deadlines. Again, you will find this on the school's portal, MOODLE, along with textbook deadlines on the school's date card. Click to the next slide when you're ready to continue. Some college courses require online access codes as opposed to actual textbooks. Nevada State High School will reimburse 100% for access codes purchased only from the publisher's website, as well as required lab manuals. If you decide to purchase the access code elsewhere, then Nevada State High School will only reimburse the amount as if it were purchased on the publisher's website. Click to the next slide when you're ready to continue. Here is a list of items needed when submitting your textbook form: a completed textbook form, proof of enrollment, proof of required materials, and all original receipts. These items must be packaged on a single Adobe PDF or Microsoft Word file when you submit them. Click to the next slide when you're ready to continue. For the next several slides, we're going to walk you through the process of getting these documents. First, show proof of enrollment. Log on to MyCSN or MyGBC. Click the drop-down menu under Academics. Click to the next slide when you've done this. Next, you're going to select Class Schedule. Click to the next slide when you've done this. Now you're going to need to select the appropriate term. That is the term that the classes you're trying to get textbook for is located in. Click to the next slide when you've done this. Now locate the Buy Books button on the page. You may have to scroll to the bottom, or it could be off to the right-hand side. Once you've found it, press the button and click to the next slide. This is a page you need to print and submit with your textbook reimbursement form. You do not need to purchase your textbooks from the CSN bookstore, but this page provides validation for the textbooks that you're required to have. If you have classes at both CSN and GBC, this process will need to be completed for each institution individually. Click to the next slide when you're ready to continue. If this process does not work for you, it can be done manually through CSN and GBC's main websites under Books. Let's look at that process and how it might work. Click to the next slide when you're ready. Use the drop-down menus to make the appropriate selections. Under Select Your Program, select All. For selecting the term, simply choose the term that the class is offered that you'll be taking. Under the department, select the department the class is from. For example, a math class is from the math department, a chemistry class from the chemistry department, and so on. Select your course number, and then under the course number, select the section that you will be taking. Click to the next slide when you're ready to continue. If the section number for your course does not show, ensure that the correct campus is selected. Click to the next slide when you're ready to continue. When submitting your textbook reimbursement form, Nevada State High School needs either the original or scanned copies of the original receipts, showing each item that was rented or purchased individually. Bank or credit card statements will not work to fulfill this requirement. We need those receipts. Click to the next slide when you are ready to continue. Again, for more information regarding the textbook process, the actual textbook forms, and dates and deadlines regarding the textbook process, please refer to MOODLE. Click to the next slide when you're ready to continue. The image on this slide shows the home page for MOODLE. To find these resources, select Textbook Process under the main menu. Click to the next slide when you're ready to continue. This is where you can find the textbook reimbursement form. By clicking on the link, it will open the document. Click to the next slide when you're ready to continue. This is the textbook reimbursement form. By clicking on that link, you will access a file where you can print this form off, fill it out, and submit it to the Nevada State High School. Please be sure to fill out all of the information asked for on the form accurately and legibly so that we can read it and process it. Click to the next slide when you're ready to continue. This is the top of the textbook reimbursement form. You'll fill out your name, the parent's name for reimbursement, cell phone numbers, and then specify the campus that you'll be attending. Click to the next slide when you're ready to continue. In this section, again, legibly, list the courses, the institution you're taking those courses from, the title of the book, the place it was rented, and the cost. Click to the next slide when you're ready to continue. The red arrow indicates whether the item was rented or purchased. Please be sure to fill this box out before submitting your form. Click to the next slide when you're ready to continue. Please remember, Nevada State High School only reimburses 100% of the cost for textbooks that were rented, for lab manuals, and access codes from the publisher's website. All purchased textbooks will only receive 25% reimbursement. Click to the next slide when you're ready to continue. The red arrow indicates the column where you will indicate what percentage of the purchase or rental fee will be reimbursed to you. Click to the next slide when you're ready to continue. Use efollett.com results to fill out book titles. Click to the next slide when you're ready to continue. If you are not seeking reimbursement for your rented or purchased textbooks, you still need to complete a textbook form and check the box indicating no reimbursement. Everyone still needs to sign this form. Click to the next slide when you're ready to continue. This slide is to review the items needed and shows the order they should be stacked in when submitted. Remember, there are guides on MOODLE to assist students with this process, and you can always rewatch this video as many times as you need to. Click to the next slide when you're ready to continue. Textbook dates and guides are available on MOODLE for student support. Submit your paperwork using the help ticket system by the deadlines to receive reimbursements, as long as the student stays enrolled through count day. Click to the next slide when you're ready to continue. In conclusion, we have covered some valuable information regarding the Nevada State High School textbook process. We went through the process step by step, beginning with renting all of your books, completing the textbook reimbursement form, and submitting it through the help ticket system. We also covered how to find college textbooks and how to fill out the form. Now let's take a short quiz on the information we've covered. Click to the next slide when you are ready to continue. Let's go through a couple of things before you begin your quiz. First, after answering each question, click Next. After answering all of the questions, click Submit All. You'll have 2 opportunities to take the quiz. Take your time and read each question carefully. Click to the next slide when you are ready to begin.